So how did you decide to be a guidance teacher?
Well, I was a classroom teacher. I taught reading for about 6 or 7 years, and I knew that my children had some different types of problems that I wasn't able to help with in the classroom because I had to be more focused on teaching my lessons, the reading and spelling and things like that, but I really wanted to be able to help the whole child, like emotionally as well as with their learning, and so I decided to become a guidance counselor.
Okay, what inspired you to be a teacher, kind of like a guidance teacher too?
Well, in 3rd grade, I knew I wanted to be a teacher because my teacher, Mrs. Carol Rinks at Parkview, made learning so fun, and she was funny, and I enjoyed her lessons, and so I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. And as far as going into counseling, Miss Julia Huddleston was a counselor at the school where I worked when I taught reading, and I really admired her and looked up to her, and so I thought, well, hey, I think I might do that.
So what made you come to Prescott?
I came to Prescott when it very first started. I actually was teaching in Knoxville, and I got married, and I wanted to move back to Cookeville, and I found out they were opening a new school, a brand new school. So I thought, well, I bet they're hiring. So I came and did an interview, and I got hired at the old Prescott Central Middle School back years and years ago. And so that's how I met, and I've just been here the rest of the time.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Sorry for guiding us through guidance and showing movies and letting us color pictures. Thank you for showing us how to act like if something bad happens, or like if somebody in our family dies and we get all sad. You help us through it. Thank you for doing that for us.
Why did you pick to be a librarian?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, I love reading, and I always have since I was a little girl, and every time I turned around in life, I found myself in a library when I worked in college, and after college I helped in the library, and just kept going back to that. So I knew that eventually I wanted to be a librarian, so that's why I picked it.
Why did you come to Prescott South Elementary School?
Well, I came to Tech, and I loved it here, and so my husband and I decided to try for a job here, and we did, and got jobs, and that's why we're here.
Did you want to be a librarian first?
No, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. That was the first thing I wanted to be, and then I knew that I wanted to continue my education for a master's degree, and when I made that choice, it was obvious I needed to do librarian. Plus, to be a librarian in a school setting, you have to have the teacher degree first, so it all kind of works out.
Okay.
Is that all? Thank you. Good questions.
Thank you, Miss Laura. You are the best teacher of all is what I think. You help us with reading, and you help us have great fun. You teach us history, fiction. I like you because you let us play on the computers, and you guys let us read awesome books. I think you're a great teacher. Bye.
Why did you pick to teach this class?
To teach music? Well, I have always enjoyed music, and I always enjoyed teaching others about music, and so it just seemed like a natural fit. Even when I was a performer, if other people had questions about anything dealing with music, I was always happy to show them, and so teaching music was something that I enjoyed doing, and I still enjoy it, even after all these years.
Why do you like kids?
Why do I like kids? Because it's a really good question. They are all so different, and yet they're all so wonderful. I mean, they're all filled with so many possibilities and so full of life that I enjoy sharing their energy, and then it just helps me to get up every day and helps me to want to share my world with them.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you like teaching this school?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do I like teaching in this school? I love teaching in this school. I guess I give it a 10. Yes, the building is great to teach in. The only thing I would change is I wish my classroom were closer to the kids. I don't like being so far away from you guys. But other than that, I love being here.
Do you like little kids?
I do.
What is your favorite instrument?
Oh, Riley. Well, I majored in flutes, and I played the piccolo in band, but I studied the piano, and I played the guitar. I guess it depends on my mood. I pick up the guitar probably more than any, but I play the piano sometimes. I guess I play the piano more than any. And I love singing. I probably sing more than anything. Is that it? Well, thank you.
For teaching us to love music. Thank you for teaching us how to play instruments and for making music fun. Chorus would not be the same without you. You give so much of your time and we thank you.
Why do you like teaching PE at PSCS?
Because I get to hang out with awesome students every day.
Why did you choose to be a PE teacher?
I chose to be a PE teacher because when I was in college, I worked as a fitness trainer and I worked at a daycare. So being a PE teacher put both of those together. I get to hang out with kids and I get to stay active.
What is your favorite part about being a PE teacher?
All of you.
Thank you for teaching us PE and letting us have a good time. You do a good job keeping up with the jump rope team. We like your class because we learn new skills on how to play sports. You are important to our school because you teach us all the kinds of important skills and you keep us safe and you monitor us in the car line. We like you because you encourage us even when we mess up. Thank you for being an awesome PE teacher.